Leonidas drops the stun and drops the full ult. Oh my goodness, look at the health bars. It's a quad kill.
Should find the kill. Lunara will clean up that fight. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is going to be Soul Shield. You gotta be kidding me. And
Raw to take the 3v1, gets one, looking for the second. Crispy is popping off.
It's like that Blizzard may connect with 4 people.
Lady Ronin! Oh my goodness, what a chat!
that was really good.
Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I've got some Nexus Division Axis for you. My division, it's going to be awesome. We've got Running Wild versus Probes Pylons here in tonight's best of 3. One thing I was just checking up, Nexus Division standings are very, very tight right now. Top team has 15 points, bottom team has 9 points, and most of the entire division is between 12 and 9 points. So this has been a super, super competitive division so far this season, so I'm excited to see how our two teams today are going to clash. We've got 10 in our lobby. I'm going to let them know that I'm ready to go, and we can get started anytime we like. Hopefully everyone in chat's having a great time. I'll let them know that I'm all set. Go check out the map select screen. Let's see what they banned. What did these teams take away? Did they take away your favorite map? Did they take it away? Let me know. Volskaya Foundry, Dragonshire, Braxis Holdout, and Towers of Doom are banned out. Infernal Shrines, as chosen by Running Wild, is going to be our first pick today. Make sure we're all set. We had an unexpected observer come and go, but I think we're good. We're all set. Bring it back to me for a second so you can see the sleeping pile of fluff I call Jin. You know, every time I look at that screen, I realize that the coloration of my little Jin icon is very different than the coloration of the cat that you see right there. There's kind of like a old-time photo thing going on with the Jin icon, but look at him. He's all gray. Great. I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. Well, I'm sure I'll forget. I'm sure I'll forget. I'll do it at some point. How you doing, Wono? Welcome, welcome. It's exciting to see what this matchup's gonna bring. Running Wild, my team, Baby on Board, has faced so far. We have not faced Probes Pylons. I think we're supposed to play them next week. So I got a little bit of scouting in on tonight's broadcast. We'll have to see what they can bring. A couple of players that I've played with in the past can kill. Got Darkside, seen for a number of seasons now. Be cool to see them clash. Running Wild, I believe I casted them in week 1, if I do recall. Solid matchup. Solid matchup. It's a photo from college, that's true. It's got that, you know, if college was like 50 years ago, that would be the coloration of the picture. Oh. We got one team saying ready, we got the other team saying ready. No one's actually hit the start button. The guy who forgot she was host. Alright. We'll let him know we're ready one more time and we'll jump into this draft. It's a great co-caster, isn't it, Graham? Jin always holding it down. But we've got a draft, so we'll say bye to Jin for now. We'll get into some Heroes of the Storm. Why not? Why not? One thing you might notice, on Probes Pylons down there at the bottom, we've got Player coming in for this game. Player, previously known as Wiener Salad, was reported by people in the chat. Can you believe it? Wiener Salad was removed by mass report. We will be referring to them as such. But know that they are playing today as Player. Unfork. Unfork. Probes Pylons will be first act here on Infernal Shrines. We'll see if they've got any target bans for us, any researched bans, or if it's just going to be the standard stuff. One thing you tend to get in these higher divisions, like here in the Nexus division, the hero pools of these players are a lot broader. you tend to be able to play the stuff that's generally good. There might be, you know, there's definitely some preferences. Some maybe off the beaten path heroes that you might need to see banned away because they're that good. But a lot of times in Nexus and Heroic and Storm, you just kind of see the meta bans, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Hogger, great on Shrines, banned away here by Probe's Pylons. Johanna, arguably the strongest hero in the game right now, banned by Running Wild. Stukov is going to be removed next. You're betting on Running Wild, well, you will have the chance, because I have remembered to set up my predictions button. I just have to remember to press it after this draft, and you will be able to bet on Running Wild. Ripperoni Wiener Salad, indeed. We'll see what the final ban is going to be coming out here for Running Wild. It's going to be the Rhaegar. Everything is as it should be. So what do we get to see for first pick? Brightwing's available, Blaze is available. Anubarak, not often first picked. Sometimes you see a Tychus come on through early here on Infernal Shrines. Highly valued for that Commandeer Odin ultimate. So what Probe's Pylons is thinking, though, for this first one. What's it going to be? It is going to be Anubarak. Can kill picking up the bug. First here for Probe's Pylons. The Lungrit's going to respond with that Blaze. Blaze, one of our more powerful offlaners right now, has kind of eclipsed the Dahakas, the Hoggers in terms of popularity. And it's going to be Brightwing here for Mr. Executive. Just a solid pair of heroes. You can go a lot of different directions with those two. See what Probe's Pylons wants to put down with this Anubarak. As I mentioned, Tychus available. Hanzo, another pretty good flex. Greymane comes on out here for Darkside. Very good siege combination. Anubarak and Greymane. And Briquettes is going to go with the Leoric here. Leoric Blaze, the eternal matchup in the off lane. Leoric pretty good at the 1v1. But that bunker is really nice at saving people from entombs. It's the trade-off. It's what makes it such a strong 50-50 matchup. Running Wild, taking a look at this Anub Greymane Leoric. Gonna ban away the Junkrat. I was thinking maybe a Sylvanas ban. They do have the chance to pick it up if they want. If they get Anub Greymane Sylvanas, Running Wild is gonna have to pay very, very close attention to their walls, because that trio can really shred down a structure anytime they want. Out of the meta, you haven't played in 4 months. You might not be as out of the meta as you think, given the pace this game is currently moving. You might be a little bit behind the times, but probably not as much as you think. Tychus going to be the next ban here from Probe's Pylons. Understandable. But this is where the rubber hits the road. Running Wild is going to have to get the majority of their comp here. Elixia going for the Falstad, and there is that Sylvanas picked up by C10. Good takeaway there by Running Wild. It could be a Blaze tank. It's somewhat less popular. There's also just great tanks left available. Muradin's still up. Diablo's still up. Lots of things that Kairu could do in this last spot. We'll see what Probe's Pylons has for their flex and has for their healer here. It's going to be an Orphea coming on out for Wiener Salad. And Volcanic Dog is going to grab the Deckard. Always good to have that zone protection. As Kairu going to round it out with a Varian. Varian, the final choice here for Running Wild. We'll see if there's any switcheroos in these picks. Looks like Wiener Salad is moving over. No, they're just switching. They're just switching. I was wondering if they were going to keep that switch, but Wiener Salad going to stick with the Orphea. Briquettes seeming to stick with Leoric. All right, we remembered. Prediction is up. Prediction is going. Bet who you think is going to win this one. Running Wild coming on through with the Varian composition. Got the Blaze in the off lane. Probe's Pylons. Anubarak, Greymane, Orphea. That's a pretty cool combination. Leoric and Deckard for the zoning. See if they can pull it off. Let's load on in to our first map of the day. Let's get ready to do it. See the bars loading up. We're so close. We're so close. All right, there it is. Let's get into it.
Prepare yourselves
Here we go. It's game number 1 in this Nexus Division matchup. On the left in the blue, we have Running Wild. Full on Grits is on the Blaze, Mr. Executive playing Brightwing, C10 on the Sylvanas, Alexia playing Falstad, and Kairu is on the Varian. On the right in the red, we have Probes, Pylons, Darkside on the Greymane, Volcanic Dog playing Deckard, Cankill on the Anubarak, Briquettes 9 on the Leoric, and Wiener Salad, otherwise known as Player, on the Orphea. The bet's still open. Get your bet in while you can. Got any takers for the side of Probes Pylons? Right now, everyone's all in on Running Wild. Could be a good ratio bet. You always got to look out for those ratio bets, right? Right now, we see Running Wild just keeping an eye out, seeing if they have the opportunity to do anything with Sylvanas, not wanting to get ganked by that roaming Anubarak. But it looks like the teams are going to meet somewhat in the bottom lane here. Falstad catching the mid for the side of Running Wild as Cankill goes into the back. They're looking for C10 here. Great job following up from Probes Pylons, and Sylvanas, barely any time at all to react, is taken down as first blood. Wow. Very nice coordinated engage there from the red side. See what the rotations are like. Probes Pylons in the face of Varian, who doesn't really become a tank till level 4, can definitely bully their way onto the map here. They're going directly for the Siege Camp steal. C10 is going to be spotted on that rotation. Cankill taking the forward push there as Alexia checking over the wall, sees that indeed the entirety of Probes Pylons is there. Blaze doing a little bit of double soaking here for Running Wild. Orphea just going to head on up here and put a little bit of damage onto full-on Grits. Meanwhile, 4 members in the bottom lane for Running Wild. Just trying to get this clear. Kairu going in there, putting a little bit of a hurt onto Darkside, as Sylvanas able to go up and clear that mid lane. Wiener Salad going to get polymorphed there and pushed down to half health as Cankill going across the lane. Can't quite get the double stun. That time C10 was ready for it. Had the Haunting Wave ready to go. Looks like the bottom lane is going to be the choice here. Level 4 is here though, and Kairu is now a full tanky hero. This could be an opportunity for Running Wild to turn it around and move on to this camp. Cankill going in, but is low on health, is going to get turned onto it, and Anubarak is down. Briquettes coming on through with the flank, but Running Wild is trying to run them down. Full on Grits rotating as well, so we've got all 5 members of Running Wild managed to pick up that kill, and they're going to take this bottom camp. Seeing Blaze trying to clear the bottom lane and break off to match Leoric here. It's our top shrine. It's going to be an Arcane Punisher. Going to be activating for our first objective of the game. On Grits picking up that experience. Briquettes in the top lane doing the same. Both teams wanting to get to level 7 as quickly as possible here. To make sure that there's no delay in their ability to fight on the shrine. Right side camp's going to be the focus here for Probes Pylons, and choosing not to go after their Shaman camp as the shrine is in the top lane. See if they have the chance to do that, but they're going to get some off-lane pressure with this. Luckily for Running Wild, though, Brightwing waiting in the bottom lane to deal with this. Can he catch some of that soak? We'll see if Brightwing is able to clear that mid-camp as well, as the rest of Running Wild is right on top of this objective. 19-20 minions. It looks like Probes Pylons are going to choose to deal with their Shaman camp. Might be a little bit behind. The minions are spawning here. Big lead for Running Wild. We'll see if there's going to be a flank or not. Right now, Leoric is just pushing through the mid lane for Probes Pylons. Full on Grits has to respond here, as the objective is now going to go over to Running Wild. We'll see if they can get a whole lot done with these 3 in the top lane. Mr. Executive and Full on Grits trying to deal with this pressure being created by Briquettes. Objective is going to be pulled over the wall there. Darkside is on top of it. Greymane very quick at burning down this Immortal. Right now, Running Wild is just dealing with the wall. There is the Black Arrows coming out as Cankill going in for the burrow. Finds the double stun, but Alexia going to be sent right back to full health there by Mr. Executive. So Running Wild gets most of a wall. The minion wave should help take it down. There we go. Gets the entire wall there. And still remains ahead in experience. Taking a look here, a little bit ahead on the heroes, but definitely ahead on the minions so far on their path to level 10. C10 doing a little bit of solo camping on the left-hand side. We see the rotation coming out from Probe's Pylons into the middle lane. Are we thinking about an invade? Not quick enough. As Running Wild takes that left side camp, we could have ourselves an engage down here as the taunt comes out. Briquettes is low. Manages to Wraith walk away. Kanko going in there, looking for the double stun onto the back line. Deckard does not find the route as Kairu takes the bottom lane out. Full on Grits is right in the mix there. Kankill in some trouble, is going to go down. Full on Grits wants to keep up the engage, but Deckard doing a great job of zoning out with that scrollless ceiling. And now Running Wild, well on their way to level 10 here. We'll see what they can do with this player advantage while preparing for the next objective to spawn, which should be coming on through pretty quick down here in the bottom lane. There they are. 10's in for Running Wild. We've got the Mighty Gust with the Bunker. It's going to be Blink Heal here for Brightwing. See what Sylvanas and Varian are thinking for their level 10s here. Taking a look at the damage, the shield wall could be useful if you can block a cursed bullet, if you can block a big Orphea combo. Gonna go for the Warbringer though. Wanting those extra charges is very, very useful for Varian if you can forego the shield wall, which Kairu has decided to do. Brightwing actually taken down on the top side there. Probe's Pylons with an aggressive rotation. Full on Grit's able to get away. Meanwhile, Running Wild gonna push the bottom lane. We'll see if Probe's Pylons can get the same sort of value up here on the top side. Running Wild is now onto the bottom wall here. The wave clear coming out from Sylvanas, just taking out that entire wave. See Probe's Pylons is moved away and is starting to back off here for the defense. Running Wild is already running away with this one. They're going to peel on back to this camp. Brightwing now back on the battlefield. Kankill and Wiener Salad on the way. Will we see a commit over the wall here? C10 takes a hit there from the Cursed Bullet, but has the Haunting Wave to get away. Probe's Pylons going to try to clear this and set up for our next objective in the bottom lane. Do have a Mortar Punisher, which is going to be our next focus. Running Wild not going to meet it there immediately, just going to go for the top Shaman camp to try to create some split pressure. Probe's Pylon's going to be on top of this first, and now it's a different story from our first objective, flipped in terms of who's there first and who is prioritizing this bottom lane push. I wonder if we see Running Wild even come on down. Looks like they're on the way. I was thinking maybe they just take the top structure here. Kankill could be in a bit of trouble as the taunt comes on out. A lot of damage. Big silence comes on through as well, but the rubies are going to keep Kankill alive. Nubarak able to get back to safety and look for another engage here. Mortar Punisher is claimed by Probe's Pylons. Top lane Shaman camp is doing some work here. Leoric is going to have to peel back to deal with that. Kairu takes the jump from the Punisher. There's a little bit of follow-up damage from Wiener Salad. The Punisher down to half as the wall is shredded away here by Probe's Pylons. We'll see what else they can do as, oh, C10 taking a full barrage of those mortars. Jump comes out once again. Varian is going to get caught. Nice gust from Elixia, making sure there's no follow-up engage onto Kairu there. And it looks like the bottom fort might go down to these minions as Running Wild is going to chase on through. Full on Grits is going to eat that cocoon. Looking for an engage. Kankill, great job with the peel there. Gets Probe's Pylons out of trouble. And bottom fort does go down to that minion wave. Blaze, mounted up, is going to move away from the 5-stack of Probe's Pylons there in the mid. Elixia heading on back to base to get a little bit of mana. Looks like Shaman camp is going to be picked up by Probe's Pylons. Possibly a top lane push here as Briquettes is priming the lane. Bottom camp is going to be the choice for Running Wild. They're just going to try to get some alternate pressure around the map. Well, Probe's Pylons are going to rotate down to the mid. I thought they would just go after that top structure, but they're coming on down. They won't be able to find Running Wild on that camp. We'll see what these rotations look like here. Running Wild, not wanting to get picked there. Kairu is going to see can kill. Oh, Kairu is going way out there, has nowhere to retreat to. Gonna force out the gust from Alexia. Can kill could look for an engage here. Stun root comes on out and Tomb hits as well. We've got 5 versus 3 here as Mr. Executive trying to heal up Kairu. Curse Bullet lands at the same time as that phase shift. Now Brightwing could be out on an island. Kairu gonna try to peel away, but Mr. Executive not even... Oh, the blink does get off, but it's a little bit too late. Brightwing does go down. Meanwhile, Sylvanas and Blaze on the top lane are using this split pressure. Try to get some structure damage, but Probe's Pylons are just stepping up here with these beetles. Taking the bottom keep wall. Full on Grits has back to try to help with this defense. Sylvanas fearing this wave all the way up to the top lane. Bottom lane camp is taking this entire wall as well, so Running Wild getting quite a bit of value there, despite Brightwing going down. See Probe's Pylons. Gonna grab their right side camp while they can. Still a little bit behind in experience, but not terribly. About a half a level here. Pretty close in structures. 5-4 here for Running Wild as well. Darkside gonna catch up that top lane. Running Wild just staying off the map. They could be anywhere. Briquettes. Don't know if Briquettes saw full-on Grits there. Likely saw Kairu, but it looks like both teams are just playing around with vision here. Can kill moving aggressively across the map. Mr. Executive and Elixia. Gotta watch out. Gotta watch that rotation. C10. Trying to move safely. Kairu moving safely as well. Face check in there. Kairu sees them all coming. Has a structure to retreat to. Mr. Executive doesn't have anyone to blink to, though. There is the Entomb coming on out, and there goes Brightwing. Big silence arrow comes out from Sylvanas, but it is too late for the save. Cocoon onto Falstad. Looks like there's the barrel roll gonna land in time. Volcanic Dog wanted the stay a while and listen, but it did not land. Still the pick very timely here, as we have a Frozen Punisher in the top lane for Probe's Pylons. Running Wild gonna go ahead and grab their back Shaman camp, just to make sure their experience is flowing in the correct direction. Brightwing will be able, I believe will be able to phase shift in on this, so Running Wild could possibly poke in and look for a fight here. There's the stun coming out onto a Nubarak. Full on Grits is going to eat a Curse Bullet, and here comes Brightwing. 30 minions have been claimed here by Probe's Pylons, but the taunt on the outside onto Volcanic Dog. Follow-up from Blaze is good, and Decker Kane is down. Big combo comes out from Orphea, but there is the bunker to save everyone. Punisher is going to be claimed here by Probe's Pylons. Wiener Salad in the back is trying to kite away as C10. One more auto, and that's going to be it for Orphea. Greymane is the next to go down here as Mr. Executive wants a blink to safety. That's 3 kills for Running Wild. They do lose the objective, but they still have the opportunity to clear this away safely and effectively. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, this Catapult has been shelling away at this keep, taking it all the way down to half. The split macro pressure that has come out of Running Wild this game has been very, very effective. That latest teamfight victory, pretty important here. If they can find an opportunity to grab that bottom keep before or during the next objective, that'll be a pretty big deal. Briquettes, I believe, spotted Brightwing on this rotation. Maybe not. Camp is going to be claimed. Yeah, Briquettes saw them, is going to haunt on in. But Kairu is able to escape. Very nice camp steal coming on out there from Running Wild. Kairu could be in a spot of trouble here. There is the Entomb. Full on Grits is going to hit that bunker, going to allow them to get on out of there. Polymorph onto Can Kill. There is the big stay a while and listen onto the members, though. Bunker is keeping everyone healthy with that extra armor. Running Wild will survive. Shaman camp in the top lane is going to have to be dealt with. Possible engage here. Wiener's, oh, it is caught, and Orphea is taken down. Can Kill is going to be polymorphed and could be next to fall, and Nubarak is down. Running Wild are going to grab this mid camp. They've got 2 kills. They might be able to just go on through and find themselves a keep. They don't have the minion wave, but they've got the pressure here. C10 probably has the black arrows. There we go. Black arrows come on out. That's going to reduce a lot of that damage as Briquettes comes on through. Kairu goes for the taunt. There's a follow-up polymorph. Can they get Leoric here? Keep is going to go down. Leoric is going to get hit and goes down. They get the keep. They get the kill. Running Wild. Doing a great job. Almost 2 levels ahead now on their path to level 20. This is a tough angle here, but Leoric and Anubarak are still down, so they're feeling pretty safe to do this. Just step up, use the bunker there to shed some aggro, grab an extra structure. Meanwhile, Probe's Pylons, they've just got to wait. They've got Can Kill back on the field. Leoric is going to be rezzing here in just a moment. But now, about to be down level 20s. Probe's Pylons are going to have to either take an odd number engage or take a down talent engage. They're looking for the invade here. Gankill gets onto the point. There they go. They're going to jump right onto full-on Grits, who does not have the bunker available. That is a very, very important kill here for Probe's Pylons right before level 20 while Running Wild was split. This is a big opportunity for them to possibly steal an objective, grab a little bit of extra experience, and find their path to level 20. Darkside gonna get in range, but there's Kairu. Big taunt. Whoa! Huge blow up onto Anubarak. Gonna even up the odds here. Running Wild. Gonna try to find someone else. There's Briquettes on the outside. Has the long haunt. We'll get back to safety, but now Running Wild is in control of this midpoint. We've got ourselves a Mortar Punisher here. And Probe's Pylons, unfortunately, going down there in the middle of their advantage. We'll see if they can find another fight here, but Blaze is about to come back. They'd have to go in a 4v4. Running Wild, pretty safely clearing this away. They're looking for Orphea on the top side here, but Wiener Salad able to get away. Excuse me, had a cough there. Objective is going to be claimed here by Running Wild. Here comes that Mortar Punisher in the mid. Leoric is back on the battlefield, both teams now at full strength. Probe's Pylons is close to level 20. With the split pressure from Leoric, they might be able to get it. But they're still a few waves away, and looks like Leoric is heading back to base. There's the jump onto Can Kill. Taunt comes out. Extra follow-up stun from Blaze. Can Kill is low, but has the cooldowns to escape. Black arrows come on out as there's the Entomb from Leoric. Full-on Grits is in some trouble here. Gets the jet propulsion, is stunned, trying to move away. Huge gust comes on out from Falstad for the save, and Leoric does go down here. Punisher is low, but it moves back onto the keep here. Taunt comes out onto the Anubarak, and 100-0 in a matter of seconds. Keep's gonna be low. 2 members down. Full-on Grits connects with the stun. Kairu trying to step up here onto Darkside. Elixio on the chase. C10 moving into the back here. Wiener Salad in trouble. Gets into the base, but now the core is in trouble. Oh, Orpheus steps out. It is run over here. It's a triple for the side of Running Wild, and it looks like they've got this one in the bag. Damage focus on the core here. Briquettes is about to come back up. There is the stun. Deckard Cain is the next to go down here. Core down to 20%, and this looks like it's a matter of moments. Running Wild are going to pick up the first victory in this series. GG. Very nicely played. Running Wild had that split pressure going a lot of the game. Probe's Pylons found some very, very timely picks there, but Running Wild just had the momentum. They had the lane pressure. They get that experience lead and push through for a victory. Very, very nicely done. Let's go to match summary. See what we can see here. C10 on the Sylvanas for the side of Running Wild. Top siege, top hero damage. Very nicely played. Wiener Salad on the Orphea, able to get ahead of Darkside there on the damage, nearly 44,000. Coming on out there for Probe's Pylons. Take a look at the talent screen as we close out this prediction. Let's update the scoreboard. Get ourselves ready for game number 2. Get some water in while we're at it. Very cool stuff. Great game number 1. Alrighty, awesome stuff. We don't have a next lobby just yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a short break, but don't go too far, because coming on back is going to be game number 2 of Running Wild versus Probes Pylons. Alrighty, welcome back. We are setting up here for game number 2 of Running Wild versus Probes Pylons in this Nexus Division matchup. Hope you had a good time with game number 1. Running Wild putting on a show there, showing a very strong knowledge of Infernal Shrines there, running that map very, very nicely. Let's see where we're going for game number 2. Game number 2, we're going to be going to Sky Temple. Once again, Running Wild choosing the map here. Probes Pylons opting for first pick after the loss in game number 1. Sky Temple, very, very different style of map. Not one that we get to see an awful lot. It's a map that's fallen in and out of favor here in NGS. Sometimes it's part of the league, sometimes it's not, and when it is in the league, it's very often in the last couple spots of priority. So we'll see what sort of strategies are brought out here. If there's any specials, could we see some Abathurs? Could we see some Vikings? Some Dahakas coming on through? Get a little bit of split push action. I don't know if anyone's got a Samuro player. This could be the map for it. We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. We will have to see. Got ourselves a draft. Are you ready for game number 2? Let's go. Let us go. Need it. We need it. I want to see some Abathur. Show me some Abathur on Sky Temple. Give me those mules saying, did you do damage? Negated. Fun? Removed. Progress? Returned. I doubt we're going to see it, but we might see it. It's very possible. You remember when multiple heroes had Mule? And what that could do to this map? Stukov once again going to be first banned here by Probes Pylons. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. Probably won't see the Hogger ban, though it's very possible. This Hogger's just kind of good all the time. Johanna taken away by Running Wild, as is tradition. As is tradition. Will it be the Hogger? I wouldn't mind a global ban here. I wouldn't mind like a Brightwing ban or a Falstad ban just to try to control it. Gonna ban away the Sylvanas. Okay. Sylvanas can do work here on Sky Temple just because every bit of siege is so important as it scales up the objective. We might even see that first pick in Uberak once again here from Probes Pylons. They might do it. Running Wild, we'll see if they're compelled to ban the Rhaegar, and they are. Rhaegar also a pretty great sieging healer. Even more reason for that ban. Probes Pylons. Augurs available, in case they wanted it. Otherwise, we're in a pretty similar situation. Would not surprise me to see a Nubarak again, but we could see a global prioritization here as well. A first pick Anduin. Interesting here from Volcanic Dog. Anduin uncontested last game. Going first pick here for Probes Pylons. What do you have up your sleeves? Usually when I see something like that in the early picks, it means they're trying to hide something. They're trying to hide something in their draft. See if they've got anything crazy going on. Is Running Wild going to grab some power hitters here? Hogger for full-on grits. Elixia going back to the Falstad here. Boss control, global presence. Falstad's the whole package here on Sky Temple. Probes Pylons. Looking for their next 2 picks here. Wouldn't mind a Tyrael, honestly. It's going to be Tychus Rexar. Wiener Salad going for the Tychus. We've got Briquettes. Going to respond to the Hogger with a little bit of Rexar. Rexar, pretty impactful in the early moments of a fight with that ult, with that stun. Fairly difficult to gank. Not ungankable, but fairly difficult to gank. Though the wave clear and camp clear can sometimes be a little bit lacking on old Rexar. As we see Running Wild going to remove the Deathwing here. Whenever I see the Deathwing ban, I assume they're going for some kind of stun combo to find a kill in the front line. Could also just simply be global control. Deathwing is one of those globals you tend to forget about in the wake of Dahaka and Brightwing. Probe's Pylon's actually going to remove the Anubarak here. Not going to hold it for can kill, instead going to take it away. It is a very powerful pick, especially if you can get it past the mid ban. Running Wild. No option for Sylvanas, no option for Anubarak. See how they fill this out. Kairu, happy with the Varian. Mr. Executive going back to the Brightwing. Building a majority of what they had last game. It worked once. Why not have it work again? They've got 2 globals. They've got the power of the Hogger on their side. C10 not going to be able to go back to Sylvanas. Darkside flipping it over with a Kael'thas here for the side of Probe's Pylons. Can kill in the last spot. Going to switch it up. Bring us some Diablo. So we get a Diablo engage, Rexar follow-up, Anduin follow-up, Kael'thas follow-up, and Tychus consistent damage. Solid kill combo. See what C10 has in this last spot. Wouldn't mind something like a Hanzo here, honestly. Just something to get a little bit away there, but is somewhat vulnerable to the Diablo engage if Diablo can get in range. Gonna go for the Greymane, though. Just gonna go full-on siege mode, the side of Running Wild. Greymane, very strong camp take, very strong siege potential here on Sky Temple. So it looks like Running Wild is just going to try to run this map again. They've got all the wave clear and the camp control that they need. They've got boss control as well. We'll see if Probe's Pylons can flip the script here. All right. Getting ready to load on in to our game number 2. Running Wild, running it back with a very similar comp. Probe's Pylons, switching things up here. Similar kind of style. They want to layer that CC. They want to get those kills. They're going to have to be wary, as Sky Temple is a map where you can just kind of avoid your opponents. See if they've got what it takes to come back here in this series versus Running Wild as we get ready to load in. Oh, prediction. Prediction! We started it! Yes, yes! The prediction is up and running. I didn't forget. My wife is making fun of me in the other room. Let's get into the game here. Let's get into the game. It's game number 2 on the left in the blue. It is Running Wild. Kairu on the Varian, C10 on Greymane. Full-on Grits playing Hogger, Elixia on the Falstad, and we've got Mr. Executive on the Brightwing. On the right and the red, it is Probe's Pylons, Wiener Salad on the Tychus, Cankill playing Diablo, Volcanic Dog on the Anduin, Darkside on Kael'thas. We've got Briquettes on the Rexar. Oh no, wanted more spice. You know, I was thinking there might be more spice with that Anduin first pick. I thought there might have been some Tyrael business coming on out, maybe some funky offlane. I mean, Rexar's kind of funky. So we have a big ol' fight here in the mid. Full-on Grids is going to be healed back up, but being focused by Tychus there means Hogger goes down as first blood. I'm surprised Running Wild went to try to take that vision with a Varian tank here in the early going. The Probe's Pylons is going to capitalize and grab first blood. Don't forget to get your bets in. Bets are up and available. This Cankill goes right under the gate there. Going to be polymorph. Could be trouble here. for the big red machine. Wiener Salad in trouble. There's the short-range leap. That's going to be enough here for Volcanic Dog, but will not be enough for Diablo. Nice chastise. The counter kill is good onto Falstad, and we have 3 kills in the first minute of the game here on Sky Temple. The map where I said you can kind of avoid fights. It's a lot about lane control. We got 3 kills. We've got 3 kills. Sometimes it do be that way. Both teams going ahead and getting their bottom side siege camps rolling. Falstad going to cover that top lane here. I imagine we'll see Hogger head over to the Bruiser camp next. Kanko coming across the map here. They're looking for Kairu. C10 getting hit with that living bomb, though, and Wiener Salad putting a little bit of that overkill damage in. Great flank coming in from Briquettes. Could be the end of 2. Greymane and Brightwing go down. Another 2 kills here for the side of Probe's Pylons. Camp going to be cleared on the spot as Cankill just keeps on going in. Looking for the pin onto Kairu, but not going to get it. Player, otherwise known as Wiener Salad. And down half there from the fort. Hogger able to get onto this camp here, going to be buzzing back and forth, as a Hogger is often known to do. Whoops, full on grits. Let that camp reset. There you go. Hey, it's all good. Brightwing gonna go help that out. Falstad saying, hey, you good? It's okay. It's all good. Meanwhile, Briquette's pushing through the mid lane. We'll see Brightwing come on down and grab that experience. Bottom lane pressure coming on through. Probe's Pylons doing a good job of extending their experience advantage that they got off of those kills. Back Bruiser camp is going to be the focus here. For Probe's Pylons, Darkside and Cankill going to go ahead and help this out, but the Bruiser camp on the top lane is moving up to the wall here. Kairu does have the taunt available. As Cankill shows over the wall there, could be looking for a flip. The C10 on the top side gets back into human form to siege from afar. Wall is taken down here by Running Wild. Briquettes coming up for a flank. All 5 members of Probe's Pylons were looking for something here. Kairu is scouted. As it looks like the top temple is going to be where the action is at. Nice polymorph. Going to get Kairu to start moving on back here. Elixia taking a hit from Darkside. This Running Wild is able to retreat away. Rexar clearing the mid lane while using Misha here. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. I clicked on a unit and it messed up my camera. But Misha tanking the point. Just Rexar things. Cankill stepping way up there as Kairu wants a taunt. Taunt is going to land there. Polymorph follow-up is good, but player on the flank trying to turn it around there. Great focus fire from Running Wild, switching to that Tychus that came into range. Cankill is low. C10 is lower, though. Has to roll on back. As Rexar picking up that mid-temple all alone. Going to allow a focus here onto the top side. Cankill going in deep is going to be polymorph. Kairu turned onto there by Wiener Salad. C10 wants to get this kill onto Cankill, but Greymane able to barely roll out of trouble there. And Probe's Pylons has been doing a great job of controlling these early fights. Meanwhile, though, Hogger is just kind of alone on the map. Clears the mid, is going to go for a camp steal. Down here on the bottom right, full-on grits. Is going to get pinged for danger. We'll see if Hogger can finish this in time. Quick spin as Rexar is now on the way. I don't think Grits is going to finish this on time. There's the pin. Onto Kairu on that top side. Oh, no one got onto the point. Hogger gets the seal. We'll see if full-on Grits is able to spin on out, and does. Oh, unfortunate there. Probe's Pylons turned around for that kill and forgot to get onto the point. Running Wild gets the steal and lives to tell the tale. Cankill looking for something here. Elixia ready to retaliate. As the boss is now up and available. Cankill moving across the map is going to see the rotation. Oh, Kairu in the back is going to find Darkside. Follow-up from Falstad is there, but Cankill is looking for something onto Mr. Executive. Diablo just living on the backside there as Greymane is chewing on Volcanic Dog. And through all of this, taunt comes out. was going to say, through all this, Running Wild is about to have their level 10s. Augur and Rexar up in the top lane, so a 4v4 possibly breaking out here on the bottom side. Running Wild, a sliver away from their 10s, and there they go. Level 10s are here. We got the Blink Heal, Mighty Gust, Cursed Bullet. Augur and Varian still thinking about it. We see that Warbringer once again. It's going to be the Hortipult here for Augur, not going for the Shockwave follow-up. Instead going for the get-out-of-jail-free card. 10s have arrived for Probes Pylons as well. We've got the Unleash the Boars, Apocalypse, Commandeer Odin, Pyroblast, and Light Bomb. And there is the Apocalypse combo coming on out, gonna stun 3. Light Bomb lands as well, but so many members are low on the side of Running Wild. Player trying to go in and get the kill onto Elixia. Mr. Executive able to move away as well. C10 trying to turn it around for a kill, but not going to get it. Can-Kill continuing to move on forward. There is the Pyroblast coming on out. Mr. Executive trying to move away here. Misha stun onto Elixia as Brightwing goes down to the Fireball. Misha going to be taken down by the tower on the chase. Elixia able to get away. Now Probes Pylons with those 2 kills could be looking for a boss. Brightwing could possibly warp in here. No, looks like Running Wild is not going to sprint on down here to try to defend. Augur on the top side, going to start ferrying in this camp, but Probes Pylons finish off this boss. We've got a bottom lane temple ready to go, in case anyone wants to do that one. Imagine Rexar will be in the area as the boss pushes on in. Top fort goes down. Bottom fort is going to be pressured here by Probes Pylons. Still no one on the objective. They're going to hold that. Wow, look at this. Running Wild is just going to take the top right camp. They're going to get a double bruiser push onto the top wall. Rexar has come up to defend. And now Probes Pylons sees that this is a serious aggression here. They're going to have to hearth back to try to defend this as the keep wall is being shredded down. Full on Grits is trying to hearth on the spot. Ooh. That was a cheeky back there by Augur. As now the bottom boss is on the wall. We see Diablo actually holding this point here for the side of Probes Pylons. Boss being taken away. Elixia. Oh no, Elixia's fly was interrupted there. Can-Kill, oh my goodness, Can-Kill might go down to this objective, manages to get the last shots, it gets out with less than 100 health, what a gamer. Can-Kill, hogging out of his mind there, very nicely done by Diablo, knowing the exact limits and getting those last shots. See Running Wild, gonna try to control this bottom side. Rexar heading up to deal with the top lane so Diablo can come and join the team. Augur clearing up the mid for Running Wild. Bottom lane. Gonna have some pressure here for Running Wild as the siege camp steps on up. But Diablo trying to control the flank here. Can-Kill could come on in and turn this into a fight. Rexar coming to join Augur in the area, but starting to head back to the mid lane. Kairu is going to be spotted there. Here comes Rexar. Can-Kill wants it. There's the taunt coming on out. It's going to be Running Wild that starts it off. Cursed Bullet lands, and Diablo is forced to move away. Hortipult into the back here for full-on Grits. Is going to be turned onto by Kael'thas. There's the Pyroblast going to land onto Augur, but going to survive. Great stun into the wall. That's going to be it for Rexar. Kael'thas the next to go down. Good turnaround kill onto Greymane, though. Mr. Executive going to get blown up by the bomb. Wiener Salad was focused, but the Anduin Light Bomb forced a split from Running Wild there. And Tychus survives. Elixia, oh, could be in trouble. There's the flip over. Is there enough damage from Diablo? One more auto, not going to come on through. Nice peel from Kairu. Elixia lives another day here. Meanwhile, temples are activating. Top lane is starting to push in. We see Augur on the way up here to deal with that. But Probes Pylons looking like they're in a good position to walk onto both of these temples. They gotta watch out though, 16 is nearly here for Running Wild, and there's definitely going to be a fight at one of these. We'll see what Running Wild chooses. Agra pushing out the top lane. We see Elixia and Kairu on the bottom side here. Rexar alone on the bottom point. Ready to bail on out if necessary. Nice scout there with the banner by Kairu. Looks like the bottom lane is going to be taken over by Running Wild. Probes Pylons controlling the mid. Running Wild has their 16s. They're going to come on up here. Falstad could be coming in for a fly. There is the combo coming in from the Diablo. Can kill stuns too with that light bomb radius. Mr. Executive is very low, trying not to spread the bomb there. Nice blink to get away from trouble. But a huge flank from Misha once again. That's going to be it for Brightwing. Greymane next to go down. Hogger falls as well. A huge flank once again from Briquettes is going to secure 2 kills. And the rest of the squad picks up that kill onto Hogger, and now they're looking for this bottom keep. They could be looking for a win right now. There they go. There is the Odin coming on out from Tygus. Only Kairu and Elixia here to try to come on in for the defense. Force shielding is going to start to fall. Big Gust is going to try to buy some time, but still 13 seconds till anyone is back from the side of Running Wild. Core is starting to fall here. Can kill is low, trying to create space here for the damage. Flip over onto Kairu. There is a good stun onto Elixia. Falstad is going to go down. Brightwing is back. Greymane is back, but it looks like it's going to be too late here. Core is going to fall, and Probes Pylons even up this series 1-1. GG. What a great job there coming on out from Probes Pylons. They went into the same kind of comp. It looked like they were running into the same kind of troubles, but able to get enough kills in that mid-game fight to go run it straight down the bottom lane. They primed the lane with that boss, and they turned it into a win. Very, very nicely done. Let's go to post-match. See what we can see for the stats here. C10 on the Greymane, leading the way on hero damage, just barely there for Running Wild. 33,500 coming on out there. So Wiener Salad on the Tychus. Nearly 37,000 hero damage for Probes Pylons. And no deaths there either. Very nicely done. Let's close out the prediction. Let's update the scoreboard. And we'll get ourselves ready for a game number 3. Exciting stuff. Delicious water. Life-giving water. Pretty quick Sky Temple nonetheless here. A little over 12 minutes there. Teams only got to level 16 and 17 respectively. Well done. Very well done indeed. Alright, team. We're going to have a game number 3 here. Running Wild versus Probes Pylons. But after a short break, because I need time to regenerate my hype levels, possibly get a little more water. So if you need some water, if you need to get up and stretch, fix your posture, now's the time. So we're going to go to a short break and we'll be back soon. Alrighty, welcome back. We're setting up here for game number 3 of Running Wild versus Probes Pylons. It's coming down to this, our last map of the evening. Let's head on over. What map's it going to be? It's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen. Probably my favorite map in the rotation. It's close, but I really do like Tomb. Tomb is awesome. This map was chosen by Probes Pylons. So for the first time tonight, Running Wild will be first pick. Exciting stuff here. A little bit of a switch up in the draft. We'll see if the ban priorities remain the same. Or if there's just going to be the same comps again. We'll have to see. Game 3 hype indeed. We're going to get into it here. Just a minute. We're going to get into it in just a minute. We'll see when these teams are ready to go. I want to see some Gul'dan. I want to see some Tassadar. I want to see some Wave Clear. We got the Kael'thas in the last game. The mages have been hurting for the last couple patches. Hurting! The likes of Hanzo and Sylvanas and Maiev and Zeratools and Tracers just taking that flex spot. Mage is not allowed. It's pretty brutal out there for a mage player. but not on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Gotta love the wave clear. I bring Gul'dan here every game I can, except I'm a tank now. Except I'm a tank now. I can't just play Gul'dan on Tomb all day. It's unfortunate. It's mad unfortunate. Just waiting for the teams to give me the ready to go, and then we'll get into game 3 here. Need more water, man. Need more water. All right. Give them the caster ready. Have ourselves a draft in just a moment. Let's have some cat time. Okay. There we go. Cat time achieved. We did enough. We filled the time. Let's get in a draft. We made it to the draft. Running Wild will be first to act for the first time in this series. We'll see what they think the first ban priorities are. It's going to be the Junkrat. Junkrat's pretty dang good here. Talking about the wave clear mages, as it were. Speaking of heroes that have taken a ding-dang mage's job, Junkrat banned away by Running Wild. See if Probe's Pylons are going to reluctantly ban away Johanna Rhaegar again, or if they've got other plans. See if they want to blow this whole meta up. Nope, there's Johanna ban. Come on, man. I just want to see some totally random bans. Get these so-called power heroes into the game, see how they do. No such luck. No such luck. Running Wild next to act here. Excuse me. Would be a Stukov, man. I wouldn't mind taking away the Tychus, honestly. And take away the Deathwing again. I feel like that's a scout. I feel like they've scouted out something on the side of Probe's Pylons for that to be banned in 2 different games. But they're going to take it away. Probe's Pylons now with the option which healer do they not want to let through, or they could let them all through. Possibly take their pick here. Ban something different. Nope, there goes Rhaegar. I imagine this is Stukov coming out from Running Wild, but they've been pretty happy with their Brightwing so far. So we might see a trade there. See what they think for this first pick. They could potentially leave it open, grab something like an Anubarak early, something like a Blaze early, because they know they're going to get one of those healers in the second rotation. I'm going to grab the Blaze. Full-on grits. Locking in the off lane here for Running Wild. So Probe's Pylons. They've played some offbeat healers so far. I mean, offbeat in terms of, you know, the 4 available healers that we have. They've had the Decker, they've had the Anduin. We'll see if they want Brightwing or Stukov here. So we're looking for our first 2 picks. There's that Tychus. Oh, they're going to opt to hold their healer pick. Briquette's going back to the Rexar, and player Wiener Salad is going to go back to the Tychus. So I guess they're just not interested in either one. If I'm Running Wild here, I mean, I'm picking my healer here, first off. But second, you might consider just not banning the other one? Because it seems like Probe's Pylons are just not interested in those power healers. Mr. Executive is going to take that Brightwing, and C10 will go back to the Sylvanas, not wanting to see it mid-band. I mean, the conventional wisdom says if you're Running Wild, you got to ban Stukov. But Probe's Pylons absolutely had the opportunity to take it, and they didn't. Do you ban something else? Probe's Pylon's going to remove the variant here, so Kairu going to need to go with something different. I'm thinking, like, I might just ban a noob. I might ban Leoric. I think you got to ban either Stukov or Leoric. Giving over both would be pretty detrimental. Well, I guess, I mean, Leoric main tank not into Joe is pretty rough. You can do it. I'm going to ban a noob. Okay, so they're going to tempt. They're going to say, Volcanic Dog, if you want Stukov, it's all you. See if Probe's Pylons actually wants it. They're calling the bluff. Running Wild is saying, I don't think you got it. They're going to hold. Herd and Kael'thas going to come on through here for Cankill and Darkside. Darkside back on the Kael'thas. Cankill first to go to the Murden this time, but these teams are just, they're building what they've been building. Are we going to see a fall stat again? You could do it. It'd be fine. Kairu. Could go for something like a Diablo. A is available. That can be some trouble here for Tychus. There it is. May for Kairu. It's going to be Gul'dan. Yes! Gul'dan for Elixia. You love to see it. Thank you very much, Elixia. Gotta love a Gul'dan on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Volcanic Dog with the last pick. Are we going to see the Stukov? Are we going to go back to the Deckard? What's it going to be, Volcanic Dog? Show me! It's going to be Anduin. Good draft read from Running Wild, just letting that Stukov slide on by. We see Probe's Pylons has built basically the same comp again that just won last game. No noob this time. It's going to be Murden. We'll see what they can do with it. Awesome. I'm smiling, man. I'm smiling. Give me that Gul'dan. All right, we got the prediction up and running here. Get your bets in. Who's going to win this game number 3? It's going to be Running Wild. It's going to be Probe's Pylons. Put your bananas where your mouth is. And yes, I said that very much intentionally. Very much intentionally for game number 3. You got to bet. You got to bet. Do a little banneroo there. Must have really waited. Because I've got settings for bots. Nice try, first time viewer. So close. So close. Let's get into the game here. We've got ourselves a game number 3. On the left in the blue, once again, we have Running Wild. Kairu on the May, Elixia on Gul'dan, C10 on Sylvanas, Mr. Executive on the Brightwing, Full on Grits, playing the Blaze. On the right in the red, we have Probe's Pylons, Briquettes on the Rexar, Volcanic Dog playing Anduin, Darkside on the Kael'thas, Wiener Salad on Tychus, and Cankill is on the Murden.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Game number 3. Here in this Nexus Division matchup. It's exciting stuff. What could you expect from such a tight division as the Nexus Division? As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, points are so evenly spread amongst these teams. Every point counts in the race for the playoffs. I feel like playoffs are far away. They're not as far away as you think. They're not as far away as you think. We're about halfway through, a little less than halfway through the regular season at this point. These games matter. They're important. Kairu going in there looking for Wiener Salad there. Going to get the cutoff, but Tychus able to get away there. Kael'thas throwing those bombs out, making it difficult to advance too far here on the side of Running Wild. Cankill looking to move forward, looking for something in the back line. Stun comes out onto Sylvanas. There's Tychus moving up, going to get polymorphed. Lines coming in as well as Kairu peeling for that back line. Once again, a very scrappy opener between these two teams. Not going to be a simple rotate and go. Both teams wanting to get that kill advantage. No kills so far, though. Checking in on our bottom lane matchup, we've got the Blaze Rexar. Going to be dueling it out there as Kairu takes a hit there. Nice stun follow-up, and wow, May is taken down. What timing on the stun there from Darkside. Locks in the first kill of the game for Probe's Pylons. Very nicely done. Neither one of these heroes can really damage each other to death, so they're just kind of going to pretend. They're going to hang out there. The Blaze can heal back up. Rexar isn't really in range of Blaze. It's just Misha, and Misha can get healed. So the back camp is going to be focused on there by Running Wild. Kairu catching the top lane here. C10 grabbing the mid. This is something to note. What some teams will do is they will leave only one person between top and mid to try to soak both lanes when the entire enemy team is rotating. That's very difficult. Or they'll have two members while the others get the camps, but they'll try to rotate as normal, and they'll just get ganked. Running Wild played that very well. It's just put one person in each lane and just have them sit in the gate. That's all you need to do. You just need to catch the experience while you're taking that back camp. That allows Running Wild to be on even levels right now. Possibly advancing on levels as they're looking at this bottom camp here. C10 able to sneak away. Full-on Grits coming to help out. Very nicely done. Robe's Pylons continuing their rotation in the mid. They get their Bruiser camp out. That'll have to be dealt with here by Running Wild. Checking in on the bottom lane here. Rexar coming on down with the flank. C10 in the area. Going to try to pressure forward with the black arrows here. Turning off the towers, but Murden from the top side looking for a big flank. Anduin and Kael'thas are on the way. C10 has the warp to get on out. Nice follow-up stun from Full-on Grits. Running Wild gets a little chip damage and gets away. Gul'dan clearing out the mid, a little bit of damage onto that mid wall, but the turn-in is completed by Probe's Pylons on that rotation from bottom to mid. So Red Web Weavers are going to be our first objective claimed for this game. See the top lane clear, Kairu just anchoring, letting Alexia step up and clear this lane. Mid is being pushed in here. C10 trying to clear the wave, but Probe's Pylons sending everyone down the mid lane. They want a structure off of this first objective. Blaze going to push out the bottom lane here. Probe's Pylons being forced to move back, taking a big hit there from Elixia as the objective moves down to half. Kairu in the area trying to create some space as Gul'dan throws in those Fell Flames. Kairu low. Oh, Murden is actually going to go down to the tower shot there. Held in place for just a little bit too long. Misha the next to fall. Great defense from 4 there on the side of Running Wild. Blaze in the bottom lane catching that extra experience. Top is going to be cleared away. Very impressive defense there from Running Wild as Probe's Pylons made a big commitment to that push. And now receiving some push from the other side. Running Wild showing that prowess that they've shown in both games so far in terms of running this map. They've got their camps out on time. They've got great pressure in the side lanes. They're prioritizing the experience in the early game. We'll see if they can keep up that advantage, though. In game number 1, they were able to turn that into favorable fights. Move on through for the victories. Game number 2, Probe's Pylons got the better of them, but it ultimately came down to the engages. So it looks like we're just having another one of these games play out here for game number 3. The C10 could be in a little bit of trouble here. Using the vision, double stun comes on out. Darkside with the damage. That's going to be it for Sylvanas. Another kill coming on through for Probe's Pylons. Catching Sylvanas on a greedy rotation there. XR pushing up the mid, Blaze pushing up the bottom lane. As the remaining members of Probe's Pylons going to chip away at this top wall, taking down both turrets there. Level 10 pretty close for both sides. The extra structure damage that has been applied by Probe's Pylons along with that kill is going to allow them to get to level 10 at roughly the same time as Running Wild. Running Wild, they do have their heroics online. We got the Blink Heal, Horrify, Wailing Arrow, Ice Wall. See if Blaze wants to go with the Bunker or the Combustion here. On the side of Probe's Pylons, we've got the Avatar, Pyroblast, Unleash the Boars, Light Bomb, and Commandeer Odin. It is going to be the Bunker ultimately for Blaze there. Usually when you see Blaze hold that heroic, it ends up being a delayed combustion. But sometimes you're just going to hold it. You're just going to wait and see. Maybe you're talking it over with your team. Alexia Oh, Alexia gonna try to get those. There's the jump coming out from Cankill. Stormbolt lands. Ice Wall gonna go for the peel here. Stun is gonna land on time, but a great Odin timing, but that means that Wiener Salad is sitting still. Big slows from the icing. Player able to get away. Rexar actually goes down in the bottom lane. C10 and full-on Grits are getting some split push pressure with this bottom camp here. So all the while, that pressure in the mid was a distraction for this bottom lane push. Now we've got a minion wave going to finish this off. Cankill trying to flank, but Turning is running wild, and Murden is forced to leap away. Darkside in trouble here, was going in with the rest of the team. Wailing Arrow shuts down any chance of a save from Volcanic Dog. Great awareness from C10 to shut off the Leap of Faith. That's going to be a kill for Running Wild. They get the bottom structure, they get the kill, and now they get the objective. We'll see what they can do with this map pressure. Mr. Executive just checking things out here, sees that the back camp is being taken. Alexia Prime in that top lane. Mid lane is where the rest of the team is getting ready to put on the pressure. Actually, looks like they're going to focus on the top side here. Gotta watch the rotation, though. Full-on Grits is making sure Cankill can't just walk up on the side. The top wall is starting to take some damage here. Level 13s are here for Running Wild as well. If they can find a fight, this would be pretty favorable. Darkside able to get to safety on that rotation as top fort is starting to take some damage. Running Wild gonna move on back to safety, making sure that C10 doesn't get caught on the wrong side of that wall. Gul'dan looking to move forward. There's the Ice Wall follow-up stun onto Cankill, who manages to get the Avatar off on time. Volcanic Dog going to commit the Leap of Faith as well. So no kills to be had. Gul'dan actually, I just noticed, went for the Q build here. Alexia needs 4 more hits to get that extended Q range to be a little bit safer into this Murden Leap composition. Be a little bit safer into Rexar. Probes Pylons looking for a turn-in on the top side. They have just enough there. That's going to be Red Web Weavers following up this blue push. And that means full-on Grits is going to have to sit on those 30 gems a little while longer. Let's see where Probes Pylons wants to go with this. Briquette's moving up the mid lane. Cankill looking for a possible jump engage as the Odin is committed here by Wiener Salad. Misha finding the stun on the outside. Alexia able to get away there as the Ice Wall comes on out. Misha Bear is going to go down. Nice double stun onto Darkside and Cankill. Blind is not going to be enough to stop Cankill to leap away here. Mid fort does go down. Running Wild going to clear away this mid objective before having to peel on up to the top lane. Probes Pylons continuing to put the pressure on. Blaze has actually gone to deal with the bottom lane here. So Running Wild only have 4 on this defense. Kairu goes in with the icing, going to try to create some space. Cankill goes way into the back there as Mr. Executive blinking on over with that bomb. Is going to get hit there. Horrify comes on out. Is going to be the end of Misha, but Brightwing is the next to go down here. Cankill pops the Avatar, but with the negative 20 armor is being shredded here. Light Bomb does not connect as Cankill was forced to jump away. Great job to get the final blow onto Kael'thas there by C10. So kill for a kill and a half. And top fort is saved, such as it is. Briquette's taking the opportunity to drop 30 off here for Probes Pylons. Full-on Grits was able to drop off in the bottom lane as well. So a lot of those critical gems are now in the hands of the objective. Alexia still holding 31 here. This is the next big target for Probes Pylons. See if Alexia can find the space to drop those off. Still a lot of gems needed for the next turn-in of Probes Pylons. Bid is being cleared away as now Running Wild have a level lead and a tier advantage at level 16. Cankill making sure the boss isn't a play. Running Wild coming up to the top lane and making sure the boss isn't a play as well here. As we see Blaze checking out the mid. Falstad is in the bottom lane. Big double stun from the outside from full-on Grit. C10 with a great follow-up, and Kael'thas is taken down. What a flank coming on through from Running Wild. Double kill in the mid. They've got a catapult and a camp, and they're looking for more. Horrify just to be sure. Murden goes down. Now Wiener Salad is low. Big body block with the, look at that. The cryo freeze and the bunker just to be safe, cutting off the entire gate there. That's a quad kill for the side of Running Wild, and now they're going to be moving up through this mid lane keep wall. See how much they can get done here. Going to get the wall. They might peel back to the boss here, because they do have enough for their next turn in. Lexia going to try to drop this off. They are doing this in a greedier order, but they should be able to pull it off. You turn in first, because it takes a while for the objective to load up and get down the lanes. The enemy team knows you're doing the boss, but with the kills secured, they should have this. Can kill is on the way here. Horrify is down, but they've created enough space. Running Wild is going to layer this boss with the objective and get a very scary push here in the top lane. Just a perfect bit of macro there as we see the boss and the objective marching together onto this wall. Black arrows come on out as well to try to preserve as much health on this wave as possible. This is going to be a big, big defense here. Level 16s have been achieved, so even Talonteers for Probes Pylons. C10 is being focused. Misha is going to go down. Ice Wall onto 2, and Wiener Salad is cut off. There is the... oh, the Blizzard is a little bit too early. Fear goes out onto the Kael'thas, but the save from Volcanic Dog is there. Top is taken down. There's the bunker from Blaze to try to create some space. This is still a very hefty push. C10 goes onto the bottom side. Silence Arrow comes out onto the Kael'thas. Briquettes is very, very low. Rexar is going to go down here. Midkeep is down, and now the boss is on the core. Running Wild have a now 3-level lead as they push and look for the victory. C10 is going to move on past the core, down to 50%. The push was so strong, and Running Wild is going to lock up this series with a 2-1 victory. GG. What a closeout there from Running Wild. Great job in just running that map. They found the picks that they needed. They had great pressure and great defenses on those objectives, and in the end, craft an awesome top lane push to end there on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Very nicely done. Let's check out post-match just to see our final stats in the final game. C10 on the Sylvanas. Over 46,000 hero damage coming on out there. Very strong performance. Wiener Salad on the Tychus there for Probes Pylons, topping it out. Little over 34,000 hero damage. Great job from both teams today. Let's put up the talents while we close out the prediction. We'll update the scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with our winning team. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right, let's head on in to lobby number 2. Let's see if we can find anyone from Running Wild. Just going to keep a quick eye out here. Hope everyone in chat had a great time with today's series. Very solid gameplay from both squads. I'm just keeping an eye on the Discord here. Who shall join? We shall see. Give him a quick ping here. Should have someone coming through in just a quick minute here.
Hi, Crush.
Hello, hello, Alexia. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. Let me get my nice mic here for you.
All right, sounds good.
All right, there you go.
Excellent, excellent. Pretty interesting series today. It looked like both teams had a pretty well thought out game plan through all three games there. Were there any sort of surprises in the drafts, or do you feel like you got pretty much what you wanted in all three maps today?
Kind of. We were kind of just trying to target ban. We noticed that a lot of them play a lot of this, like one hero a lot. So we're just trying to play around that mostly.
Okay. Tell me about between game 1 and game 2. It seemed like very, very similar comps on your side. I mean, we had the Varian Brightwing coming on out both games, Falstad there in both games. What do you feel like the difference was between Infernal Shrines and Sky Temple, where you were able to take that comp to a victory, but then it just didn't end up panning out there on Sky Temple?
The first game, they didn't have an Anduin. And then the second game, we entered like 3 people in the first minute, and then we just never caught up. So mostly we're positioning bad rotations on the second game.
Okay. So just a little bit of a different start there kind of made the difference, you feel?
Yeah, and well, again, they have an Anduin that can just get them out of our combo much better than Deckard can.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Anduin, yeah. I was really surprised on the Anduin priority there in game number 2, and then picking it once again for Probes Pylons in game number 3. But on Tomb of the Spider Queen, you had a different style of draft there. Obviously, Varian banned out, so you had to do something a little bit different there. But tell me about the map control on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It seemed like Probes Pylons were doing a pretty good job of finding fights in the side lanes, but you were able to keep a lot of pressure there. What's the sort of early game plan on Tomb to make sure that you have the room on the map to move around safely and get those turn-ins?
I mean, okay, this is running well. We never have a plan. It's mostly how it comes out. And that's just how it goes. I think we were able to get a couple picks early just to get ahead on the rotations, and our wave clear with Gul'dan Sylve, it was just a lot quicker than Tychus Kel'Thas. And that just really allowed us to stay ahead most of the game. Like you saw, their turn-ins didn't really do a lot. And we even saved 2 forts out of second turn. And I guess just better wave clear in general.
It was, yeah, really, really nicely done there. I guess final question about the game. Tell me about why Gul'dan is the best mage in the game.
Listen, I've been one-tricking Gul'dan. No, you have to censor that out. I'm not a Gul'dan one-trick. I don't know. At least in Storm League, I've been having a lot of success with him because he can pretty much do it all as a mage, and that's why he's my one-trick at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the wave clear is there, very impactful ult. You managed to lock in a couple of kills on a very tanky Muradin throughout that game. Really, really nicely done. Very nicely done indeed. Taking a look at the standings here, Nexus Division very, very close across the board. I mean, the lowest team has 9 points. The top team right now has 15 points. It's just a super even spread. Are there any other teams sort of going forward in this season you're looking forward to facing? Any teams that you may have faced in previous seasons?
Well, we definitely need that rematch from Gilly Shark because they trolled us with Juice Pirates last season. So you got to beat them this time.
Oh, Gilly Shark. Yeah, they've been around for quite a while. They love pulling off some of that fancy stuff, but awesome. Really, really nice job today. 2-1 victory over Probes Pylons. Any final shout outs before we close out today?
Okay, I can shout out Karu because she says that she never gets any props for a tank. There's your props, Karu. That's it.
Awesome. All right. Alexia, thank you so much for joining me. Once again, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And good luck going forward.
Thanks. Me.
See ya.